Hey everyone, this is Djimusic and I'm back from another video. Today we're going to be doing a release video of this new map that I created. It's actually kind of a little, it's not really a map, it's more of a I don't know what to call it. Basically it's a UHC lobby that I designed, and it makes any world a UHC world, including with the world border and everything. So yeah, as you can see, this does require the 14-week 19 snapshot, just because it uses the world border feature. But so just ensure that you're running on that, and then let's get started. So let's show off the features. So in this wall we have the announcement options. So you actually will have marks every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, or every hour. All you have to do is click the buttons, and it will say exactly which one's enabled. So we'll keep it at 20 minutes for now. And then you can also disable it. By default, it's actually shrinking world border. So the shrinking world border is basically every 30 minutes to start off. It actually will shrink down like 500 blocks. So you have to make sure that it's basically going to push everyone towards the center to fight, just so that it doesn't kind of drone on, because it takes quite a while for UHC sometimes. So this will actually make it so that it pushes everyone forward. You can disable it just by flicking it on it, and then it will stay at 2000 by 2000. But you don't really need to do that. Usually it's not much of a hindrance because people usually go to the center because it takes too long anyway. So it's just kind of a good thing to have. And then you also have a 100 block warning before on your screen it'll turn red, so you should be able to stay alert and be able to do that. Cool. On this wall we have all the teams. By default, the red, blue, green, and yellow teams are enabled. Any of these will work, so if you want, like let's say you want 8 teams, you can actually enable them all. And then yeah, but let's disable these right there. So we have 4 teams enabled. I like yellow. Anyway, up here we have auto select teams or choose your own teams. So if you want to auto select, if you want completely random teams, you can just select this button and then just click start. But I'm going to use choose your own. Actually, I'll do auto select for now. So auto select for now, and there we go. So then friendly file right here. If you want people to be able to hit each other, click it down, because that's what basically hitting your friends is kind of what that is. Then there's a reset button to reset the arena, so you actually could use it again if you wanted to, but it would be the same world. And then there's also the setup world right here. This is the button you have to click once you set up all the settings. Once you click up this button, you'll get some stuff. Make sure you push this button in game mode 1. If you do that, then you'll actually be able to click the button to start the UHC. Otherwise, you will not be able to do that. So just make sure that you click that. You'll get a message in chat that says you are able to start the game at any time by clicking Start UHC once teams are sorted. So basically, that's what you actually will click. If you don't see that message, then you were not game mode 1 in this room. So yeah, start UHC team selection right here. So basically this is what you have to do to actually start the selection. So right now we're in auto select. We have these 4 teams enabled. Basically once you actually have set up the teams, red, green, yellow, and blue are all set up. Red, green, yellow, and blue. Once you set up the world, then basically what you want to do is go to the start UHC button, and you'll be sorted into teams. I'm not going to do this yet because this actually is not set up. So let's go in at MC Edit and import this into a brand new world, and let's get started. Before we go into MC Edit, I forgot one thing. So now we have a plain world, there's nothing in this. Now to set it up for the UHC, TP to 0, 100, 0. That'll basically put you in this general position, and this is where your 0, 0 is going to be. Now this is actually where the spawn point setter has to be, just because of how the world border works. If the spawn is actually outside the world border, the game will basically stop and not work. So make sure that you put it at 0, 0. So what we're going to do is go set block. You can also build up. Actually, let's do this. So let's basically go down to the ground. And let's get a sponge block. It doesn't matter what you use, just something that's not around. So let's use sponge. Just build up like this. And there we go. So we have like a little block right there. We just want to make sure we have something to base our 0, 0 off, so we know where 0, 0 is. Once you have that there, then you can just kind of go back and leave the game. Okay, we are now in MC Edit, and let's get started into importing this thing. So basically, this is the block that we just put. You'll have to import the spawn point around this area. So click this little button right down here. It's like the little crane. Once you do that, you'll actually have to find this schematic I provided in the download below. All you have to do is put in your documents folder, then MC Edit -schematics. That's where it is on Mac. I'm not sure where it is on Windows. But there's plenty of videos, you can easily find it if you haven't worked with schematics before. But yes, so you'll see the path right here. You can also click this thing and you can see exactly where it is. So let's go back to MC Edit, and there we go. Here's our schematics, click open, and you'll see this wonderful huge thing appear. So now what we want to do is click on this thing, and it will actually place it. So that's where the sponge block comes in handy, so you can actually place it there. Then nudge it so it's around 0, 0 is actually in the middle of the spawn point setter. So if you look above, you'll see 0, 0 is right there, and then you can just kind of move it up. So what you want to do now is click Shift, and you have to push your up button minus it to space. If you go to the MC Edit window up here and click on keys, you actually will see all your keys. So look for your up button, minus it to space. Whatever yours is set to, that's what you have to be using. So let's go back, importing it to put it right there. Let's make sure that the 0, 0 is over the spawn point setters right there. There we go. Make sure that it's correct. If I go underneath, 0, 0 is under it. There we go. So now you're gonna basically stand right here, hold the green nudge button and shift and click space. Basically now you're gonna be nudging it up into the sky so that no one can get to this block. There is protection on this so that people can't get to the golden apple and get all the gold in the world. If they go anywhere near this lobby, then they will be turned to game mode 2. So it's basically kind of a protection just to ensure that no one can actually break these blocks and get the blocks from them, because there's always going to be that one person that's going to do that. So now we're actually at the world border. You can see the world border is actually the little lines right there. So if we go to the top part of the schematic, you'll see it right here. Just keep on nudging it until it's below the world border. It doesn't matter how much, you just have to make sure it's below, which it is right now. And there we go. So now we have this imported. Make sure you never use rotate. If you rotate it, then it will actually break. So just click import and you will be good. Okay, there we go. Let's click save and go back into the game. Okay, we are back in the game. Now let's open up this world and let's get right to it. So there we go. You'll see you can actually delete this block now. There is some lighting updates. It depends on if you have smooth lighting on, but that's just because like you can't see it because it's too high up, but there actually is blocks there. So now you want to do is TP 0, 300, 0. This will put you above it. And now you want to stand right above the spawn point center in the middle. If you did it correctly, it should be right above this white line. But if you actually click on F3, you can actually see where you are. So I am at -1, 7. Let's go to 0, 7. There we go. And now you're going to do /set world spawn. And that'll set the world spawn to right here. So now if I do /clear first and do /kill, you'll see that when I respawn, I'll respawn on the black thing. And then I'll teleport right into the world. So that's basically all you have to make sure that you do. And then that's all you have to set up for that. Now the nice thing about this world spawn is there's actually only two commands that you actually have to change, and they're all accessible on the outside of this. So if you come underneath here, you'll see that there's actually 2 commands right here. There's this one and right here. So the first one, hold on a sec, that's actually supposed to be dirt. So the first one actually is going to be a sponge block, so not a sponge block, a gold ore block. So XYZ of gold ore block. The gold ore block is actually on the edge over here. This is actually what controls the teleporter to ensure, whoa, there's no gold ore block. Oh, I removed it, whoops. There will be a gold ore block here. So basically right there, there's a gold ore block right there. And all you have to do is just kind of find this, click F3, use the looking at, and give me those coordinates. So it's -19, 229, -58. Let me copy this using Control C and go back over to the command block. Once you're over here, all you want to do is go to this one. Sorry, the other one. You'll see XYZ of gold ore. Delete this so all you see is the comma and paste it. So you should see X, Y, Z, the rest of the command. That's all you have to do. Click done and you are good. Now for this one, there's the XYZ of Teleport Pod. The Teleport Pod is on the other side of the thing over here. Basically, you'll see a little opening, which is right, not here. Hold on. I think I might have closed it off. Did I? I think I did. Yeah. Again, it'll look like this when you come over here. So you'll see like a little opening right here. All you have to do is go in here, and this time you want to use the block. So where it says block, you want to use those coordinates. So -7, 229, -8. There we go. Copy this. Make sure there are spaces instead of commas this time, and go back over to the command block. Let's go over there. And that's all you have to do to set it up. So basically just go here, delete these XYZ, paste, click done, and now this is actually completely set up for your world. So basically all of those commands will do is actually to control the teleportation to all of these pods. So it's actually pretty cool because you don't have to specify where these pods are. It's all programmed into the game, and that's all you have to do to set up the entire world for UHC. So now let's actually go onto a server and actually test it out. And we are on the server now with Chaos, and we're actually going to be doing a little test. You can do this with any amount of players. I'm just going to use 2 just for now. So when you spawn, you'll spawn on the golden apple. In order for that to actually realize you as a player and teleport you to the correct spot, you have to actually be in here. So let's step on these little pads. You'll get teleported into the lobby. And those messages usually won't be there as long as you actually start the game. So basically, you can click here for food. If you just stand over the button, you'll get food. So if you're hungry, that's how people can get food. If you're an admin, basically you have to go game mode 1 and step on this pressure plate, and you'll teleport to wherever you to this little room, and that's how you actually get into the room. So you stay there.
Okay.
One step, yeah. If you're too close, you actually will get teleported as a person. So basically, now we already have it set up. So let's actually just click Start Setup button. There we go. And that just set all the game rules and all that stuff. So now actually you will not have to see all the spam and stuff. You can also do a reset to set the game rules. Once you do that, let's click Start, and you'll see we actually have please select a team selected. So we'll actually get the little team selector. So I'm the first person to select. So I'm going to select yellow team. And then now it's Chaos's turn.
Yep, and I'm going to choose the green team.
Okay. So once everyone chooses a team, you'll be teleported back to the pod just to ensure that you're in the right location. And then you can go into separate calls. Whenever you're ready, the person who's game mode 1 at the beginning can actually click this button. Otherwise, if you click that button, Chaos, you would not be able to do it. Just I am the only one who is able to do it. So now, basically, we're in our separate calls, even though we're not. I'll click that. That'll spread the players. And then wait for that to load. When you're actually doing the UHC, ensure that you actually run around a little bit and try to get every single location loaded, because it will strain the server a lot. So basically, once you're here, you cannot break blocks. That's because the game is not started. There's always going to be some problems. It always is. So basically, when you're actually ready to start, click the little green button, and that'll change your value to 100. And then there you go. So now, what you can do is if you're stuck in the ground, you click the little green button right there, and that'll teleport you out of the ground. So there we go. There's also a mark counter. I see question mark just because of a Minecraft bug. Usually it will actually show what it says. It probably says 0 for that one. But yeah, so I actually spawned right next to a village. So yeah, it's basically the UHC. Right now I actually spawned, I'm at 1000, negative 1000. But you can spawn anywhere between here and I believe the wall. So it's pretty spread out. So let's see what's in the blacksmith shop. I have some apples. I have 3 apples, a bread, golden horse armor, and saplings. Well, that's fun. Apples are good, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically this. The download will be in the description. And then yeah, there's also the auto select if you want to use that. That'll basically just teleport everyone and sort the teams automatically. There's not really anything special about that, but that's about it. So see you guys on next time. And on Friday, I'll be releasing another Sky Survival with Chaos. So that one's the final of our actual recording session. So we'll actually be able to do some new stuff. We actually recorded all of that in like 3 days. All of the episodes that we have right now. So we have like 15 episodes recorded. So I'm trying to get all those out. But other than that, I'm out on summer break. So I'll have a new house tour coming up soon, showing you my new setup and my house and stuff. So yep, stuff to look forward to. But I will see you guys all later. And thank you guys so much for watching. Download in the description. And I will see you in the next video on Friday. Bye.